inspiring words for our students, please.
Honorable Director, Swami Vivekananda College, Dr. Ram Singh Kushwaha, Registrar Mr. Mishuk Karma, Administrative Officer, all my dear HODs, the students from different colleges, and my dear students. First of all, I welcome you all for this program. For quite some time, you people have been listening to speeches, and I know the student is not patient enough to listen to speeches. सोच रहे होंगे अभी डायरेक्टर साहब ने बोला अब ये कितनी देर बोलेगा? तो बोलना जरूरी है because before you do some kind of work with the kits that will be given to you, you should know what robotic is all about. So first of all, before I start, let me congratulate. We have got two teams from Radharaman. Just raise your hands. Where are the students from Radharaman? Okay, please clap for them and welcome them to the session. We have teams from IAS. Two teams from IAS? Yeah, students from IAS. Thank you for being a part of this program. From Sagar, we have got two teams. Sagar Institute, yeah. One team. हाथ उठाने में तो इतना घबरा रहे हो जैसे वो शक्ति नहीं आ जाए. Have some जोश in you today. SISTEC, SIRT, we have got one team and two teams from SISTEC. So thank you so much for being a part of this program. Why Robomania? And what is mania and what is robo is very important to understand. We have used the word mania because we want you people to be mad for making robot. The word mania comes from maniac. And the word robo refers to robot. You know when did the first robot came into existence? Anybody has got any idea about this? Is it somewhere close to 1400 in BC? When? Nobody has got any idea about it. Okay, in Madhya Pradesh the first robot came into existence 7 years back. There was an international conference in one of a very renowned institution in Madhya Pradesh where there was some speaker who was from IIT Kanpur. He was delivering a speech and said that we should have robotics as a part of the course curriculum. And the same year, RGPV introduced 3 different subjects. One was robotics, one was intellectual property rights, and third was new venture creations. And when there was a debate, then people discussed why new venture creations with robotics. So people from RGPV said, when Professor Sharma was the Vice Chancellor, that we want new venture creations because people should make robots and sell them. That this is not a vital idea. Somebody said we want that people should make robot as a patented robot and they should sell it. 7 साल हो चुके हैं. New venture creations is not a part of the syllabus of RGPV anymore. Intellectual property rights is not a part of the syllabus anymore. Robotics and scrap of robotics can be seen somewhere. So the idea which came out 7 years back has almost diminished. We want that this idea should come up and you people, the aspiring people from electronic engineering, should try to create something and should revive this old subject of robotics. I was reading a translated version of Ramayana a few days back by some English writer, and he mentioned that the first robot was a Pushpak Viman. And he said that Pushpak Viman was a combination of a nanotechnology and robotic, where a non-human operated device was being run with the help of voice mechanism. So there was a voice controller which was being given by different people, probably Ravana at that point of time. And it was also mentioned that the Pushpak Viman has the capacity to adjust as many number of people as it can, because it used to compress the human being to the minimum possible component, that is the atom. And hence the concept of nanotechnology came into existence. Today nanotechnology has come, but robotics is dying. In nanotechnology, Great Britain is working on creating nano-human force, because Great Britain is exposed from all the 4 sides to sea, and it can, that is one of the most exposed countries in the world. They want that they should spend minimum on the defense. So in India, as you all must be knowing, that the budget of defense is more than 14.5%, and in situations of crisis in Jammu Kashmir and Punjab, it goes up to 42.5%. So to reduce the budget of the defense, Great Britain is planning to make nano force where nobody will be hired in defense, nobody will be in army, air force, everything will be run with the help of nano forces who will be ordered with the help of robotic controlled programming. Customer friendly attitude. In Japan, if you go, you will find there are customer help kiosks at different corners on the roads. Just like the PNR machines that we have in railway station, where you just click your PNR number and you will find the details about your ticket. So there used to be machines like PNR machines at different areas in Japan, which has now been converted in the form of a human being. So where you will just click, I want to go to a respective place, and the human device will direct you, go straight, take a left turn, go right, verbally with the help of hand gestures, and there will be a description on the chest of that person. So if you don't know Japanese, you can see the gestures, and if you know Japanese, you can read what is mentioned there. Japan has led to the highest level of robotics, where they have connected different buildings with the help of the elevators and escalators and travelators. The concept of travelators came in Japan, where there is less space available in Japan. So these people are utilizing the sky through which they are connecting different buildings with each other. If you will go to Japan sometimes, you will find out that because of paucity of space, they have applied technology with the help of travelators, where they are making mechanized travelators which just have to speak, go, and the travelator will work. So people can connect from one building to another building with the help of travelators. We are coming up with travelators. In India, the first airport to have a travelator was Delhi Airport, where international airport, there is a travelator where you can move continuously those people who cannot carry their luggages. So robotic is not something new. It is an approach that you use different disciplines of science collectively to produce one technically sound device. Simply by knowing electronic engineering, you cannot create a robot. You need to have knowledge of computer science programming also. You need to have knowledge of preparing mechanical devices. You will be surprised to know that in Boeing company, which prepares the engines for most of the planes throughout the world, people who are working on the robotic machinery are not electronic engineers, they are mechanical engineers. You will be surprised to know that in entire China, it is purely mechanized with robotics. And everybody who is working on that robotic industry are not electronic engineers, they are ITI holders who specialize in poultry farming. So it is not necessary that you be electronic engineer alone and you can develop robotics. What you need to know is to have interdisciplinary knowledge of mechanical engineering, computer science programming. You need to have knowledge about how a chip programming can be done, which is only possible when you have respect for all the branches of engineering. So one more reason why we organize this program is that start respecting other branches. What I personally find is there is a branch rivalry in almost all the engineering colleges. In almost every place wherever we go, there is a branch rivalry. If you respect other branch, you can get the best from that particular branch. And that will help you in innovating and inventing something new. So in the morning I was discussing somebody from management, he said we should come up with mecha, electro, civilo, infotronics, where there is a combination of almost all the branches of engineering. Because primarily when engineering came into existence, there was no branch like mechanical, electronics, civil, computer science. It was engineering. Just like MBBS had no branch, and then after MBBS there was some specialization. And in MIT, Sloan, which is #1 in the world, there is no specialization as such. You have to do a specific trade specialization after you complete your entire degree. And that trade specialization is followed by super specialization in that particular subject. So if you are an engineer from MIT, then you will be given a form which trade specialization you want to go in for, and in that particular trade you do your specialization, then in the sub-trade of that trade you go for swing. So I have spoken enough about robotics, and I think I'm speaking more on your patience. So the program is like this, that which will be told by the registrar. We'll be giving you a kit and you have to innovatively produce something. Something will be given to you, but at the end of it, a presentation will be given in the room, above this particular room, and you will be given prizes accordingly for whatever is there. So all the best, dear students, from my side, and I hope that this association will always exist, because I was speaking to Mr. Yadav 2 days back, and I also speak to Mr. Sudhir Agarwal. We plan to make a cluster where all the students will collectively develop innovative ideas, including Radha Raman. So we plan to have a cluster where the students of all these different engineering colleges can associate at one particular